Hello all. In this session, we are going to discuss some important questions in C programming language. Our first question is, what is slash n character? Now, slash n character is the new line character. This is mostly used along with printf statement. And the purpose of slash n character is to print a part of the text in a different line. Now, coming to the example, I have a small program. My intention is to print good morning in two sentences. So I can use the program that is shown here, printf good. Then I have to put a slash n character so that the remaining part of the text will be printed as another line. Our next question is, what is static variable and when it is used? Now, static variables can be declared with the help of the statement static int x. Now, x is an integer variable which is of type static. Now, this gets the following properties. The storage of x variable will be in the memory. It will have the initial value 0, and the scope of this will be limited to the block of declaration, or the scope of the variable will be limited to the function in which it is declared, but the life of the variable will continue as long as the program is in execution. Our third question, what is type conversion? Type conversion is converting one data type to another data type. In C programming, basically we have two types of conversion: explicit conversion and implicit conversion. Explicit conversion is done with the help of typecasting. Now, B equal to float A, that is an example for typecasting. And implicit conversion take place automatically by the system. We have two variable d, which is float, and I, which is of type integer. So if I try to add d plus I, the system will automatically convert I variable into float type. So this is implicit type conversion. Next is, what is an array? Array is nothing but a collection of memory location under a common name. So we can define an array as a collection of data items, all of the same type, accessed using a common name. So this is an example for declaring an array. So AAR is the name of an array. When I say int AAR 10, I get 10 memory locations whose name will be AAR0, AAR1 up to AAR9. Our fifth question, explain nested if else statement with syntax. Now, nested if else statement is nothing but a if statement within another if statement. Now, the first one is the if else statement, the original if else statement. So, if I enclose a if else statement in each of the cases, in true case and in the false case, I get a nested if else construct. Next question, what is put char function? Now, put character function is for displaying some character in the output screen. Let me warn you, we have a get char function also, that is for accepting a input character from the keyboard. So we should not get confused with get character function and put character function. One is for input and other is for output operation. Now, what is a file? Now, C programming language permits to manage or handle files. So a programmer can read data directly from the file or write data directly to the existing files in the computer memory. So for doing that, we need to have a file variable, which is actually a pointer that points to the starting address of the file. Then there is a set of functions for managing the file, such as fopen function, fprintf, fscanf, and fclose. Our eighth question, what are the advantages of using pointers? Now, pointers is a mechanism for indirect addressing. It has several advantages, such as can effectively represent sophisticated data structures. Then It's an effective method for passing an array to a function. Then we can work with memory, which has to be allocated dynamically. So naturally, our next question is, what is dynamic memory allocation? Now, dynamic memory allocation is the management of memory during the runtime. Normally, the memory allocation takes place during the compilation time, but in C programming, there are 4 functions with which we can manage memory during the runtime. The 4 functions are malloc, calloc, free, and realloc. Now, these are the purposes of each of the function. Next question, explain the size of operator. Size of operator returns the size of its operand in byte. For example, if k is a integer variable, if I use the statement size of k, I will get 2 as the answer. Question number 11. Write and explain any preprocessed directives in C. Now, any statement that commences with hash symbol is a preprocessed directive. So we know it is usually placed at the beginning of the program before the main function. It comes in 3 variants: macro expansion, file inclusion, and conditional compilation. 2 examples are given here. Hash defined PI 3.14. So PA will always represent the value 3.14. Then the second example, hash include stdio.h. The last question, what is a loop? Now, loop is a construct used for repeating a statement a specific number of times. In C programming language, we have 3 different loop constructs: for loop, while loop, do while loop. So these are the important 12 questions you can prepare in view of any university examination. I hope all of you have understood properly. If you have any doubts, you can come up with your doubts in the comment box. Thank you.